What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. Let's talk about it. Insecure season finale. So we start off with Issa walking around, seeing her neighborhood change. I guess it's happening right before her eyes, but she's not really realizing it, or it's first time she's really noticing how much the neighborhood has changed. So she walks by and a barista offers her some coffee. Apparently, she says, "Wow, this used to be like a family fish grill or something, but now it's like going to be a new coffee place." And the girl tells her they're about to get rid of that whole strip and they're about to have, a promenade or something like that there. She takes the coffee, keeps on going. So she's seeing that gentrification, once again, has played a major part in this season. Enter into 30 Days of Lawrence. So the episode is told from three different perspectives: Lawrence, Molly's, and Issa's for 30 days into their life. I know Issa's sweatshirt is absolutely dope, but where would you wear it? Absolutely dope, though. Lawrence's 30 days. So him and Onomatopoeia, they together, they cute. He's making dinner for her. I'm like, wow, you can cook this whole time and you wasn't making no dinner when you was living with Issa. Whatever. They making dinner, child. It was something that sounded really good. I can't even remember what it was. Salmon with something, girl. And so it sounded really good. She says that she thinks that she should join another group to see what he would do, differently the next time he starts working on his new idea. You can tell he's a little reluctant. And she low-key, I ain't gonna say she controlling, but she's just a person who got her priority together. She know what she wants. She's very direct. And I don't think that Lawrence can handle that, basically. I did not tell y'all he was gonna mess that up. Did not tell y'all he was gonna mess that up. I told you that. No, he agrees to do it. And then next, we're flashed back into them eating at dinner. So he puts the cup down. They show up at dinner. So the way it was shot was really awesome. They're at dinner. She's talking about how he bought TVs and a speaker before he bought a house, or before he bought a couch, excuse me, and his priorities or whatever. So he says something about it's going good in the group. She heard from Colin, and he was like, "Oh, you heard from Colin, so you guys are really close or whatever, since y'all so close." And she was like, "Don't do that. I told you we slept together all the times we was drunk. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But she was like, we're not even close like that." And he was like, "There's no closer than you can be than having sex with somebody." So basically, he's really insecure about what happened between her and him. Now, I'm saying Onomatopoeia must never dated no black man before, because you ain't just finna did it with the man, and then you turn around and laughing and giggling with him in the office. Then you talking to another man in the office, girl. What? Like, you thought that was gonna go over good? Now, I'm not saying she was wrong, because she was honest. She was upfront. He knew what the deal was. The only thing she really lied about was the fact that it was more than one time, and they made it seem like, she made it seem like it was more than one time, or it was only one time, excuse me, when they all was joking about it at the beginning now. But that comes on a little bit later. I'm sorry, y'all. My computer about to go dead, so I'm gonna charge it and talk at the same time. She went back and forth with him. She said, he was just there the times they was doing it, but the Colin is smart and Colin is funny or whatever, but it's nothing going on between them, and that's it. When they're out to dinner, excuse me, he sees Molly out, and he flashed, and it was at work. So he's looking at them talking in the office. You can tell that he's getting a little uncomfortable, about that whole situation. He feels some kind of way. This is all his issues manifesting from his relationship with Issa, and how, he got trust issues. Like I said, homegirl is up front. You can't really get mad at her. She did what she did, and how tacky it ever may be to be scoring people that you work with. She told the truth. I mean, it's not like she lied about being with the other guy at work. So they talking at work. Lawrence feeling some kind of way. And so now we go to Chad and Derek, and we see what she was talking about. He bought a speaker, 2 speakers, and he bought a TV. Chad and them helped them put it together. Chad and Derek helped them put it up, and he told them about the issue that he was having with Onomatopoeia, and they say Lawrence needs to handle that, because if it was him, they wouldn't handle that. And Derek said something about Tiffany had a co-worker, and the co-worker don't work there no more. Oh no, Chad with the fiance, something like that. I can't even remember who it was. Now we flash to him and Onomatopoeia in the car once again, and she's laughing and texting, and so he thinks that this is Colin. And so he started tripping, and she said it wasn't Colin, it was her sister. Okay, and they both start arguing. Well, she can tell the truth because she don't have to be a liar. And she was like, a liar? Wait a minute. I've been through this before, and I'm not about to go through this again. So she like, let me out the car. Let me out the car. He lets her out the car. Lawrence is whack to me. I'm sorry, because it's like I said, you finna do the same thing you just did in the last relationship. You're not taking any time to process what happened in both the relationships. Then we flash and see him at the Dunes. Now the Dunes looks new now. There's white people who live there and all these type of things now. So it's the sign line looks different, like it's white and bright and all of that. So we see him walking into the dunes, and then we flash. Child, I forgot all about the marathon. At the beginning with Lawrence and his co-workers, they was running in the marathon. They've been training for the whole season, and he did see Molly and Issa on the side. They were there. They were supporting Kelly, who got her period in on mile 9. Okay, she said, and the red wedding came in at mile 9 or something like that. I said, my goodness. But she was wrapped in saran wrap, sitting on the side. Y'all, she had an all-white Ivy Park outfit on. I was like, oh, my goodness. That's like the most embarrassing. That's like your worst nightmare, for you to start your cycle at the 9th mile of the race in an all-white Ivy Park outfit. So, you know, she's sitting up there. She's wrapped in saran wrap. They had a little back and forth, basically, when they discovered that Issa really ain't got nothing going on with her life. So Quentin is coming in 2 weeks, and she likes him, but, you know, he isn't her type. So Molly is meeting with another firm. Molly is meeting with a black firm, and they're impressed. They have a little conversation. They talk about landmarks, talk about different things going on. So, you know, they got it going on, and I just feel like, you know, this is where she needs to be, because we think that she's going to, you know, it's time for her to leave. The other people don't appreciate her at the other job. She's giving the game plan to Quentin. You know, he's so cute, okay? And she's at the Mexican restaurant, and she sees Lawrence. So this is the part where they intersect. He sees her and she sees him. Quentin asks who it is, and, you know, she's like, oh, a guy I used to know. And then he compliments her and tells her, you know, people be looking at you because you're the most beautiful girl in the room. Oh, he's so sweet, y'all. He's so sweet. Like, I don't see why she doesn't like him. Well, she likes him, but she's just not attracted to him. And I get it. I get why well, we'll talk about that in a minute, but let me keep on going. She talks to the therapist. We see her. The therapist says, you know, because he was like, when I come back into town, you know, we can go out to dinner. Or when you go back to Chicago, we can go out to dinner. And she's like, okay, homie. And, you know, then we flash to her with the therapist, and she's telling the therapist, you know, she likes him, but, you know, he just doesn't seem like the kind of guy that she should be with. And she catches herself with the should, and, you know, we got to think about the could. So, you know, the doctor was like, homie, don't you think that was a little extra? She was like, yeah, you know, it was a little extra, okay? Her and Q, they're having a drink again after work, a late night at work, and they talk about family, and they relate about, you know, being pretty much the only one that's successful out of their brothers and sisters. And then he brings out some Hennessy, you know, like I said, they're having a little drink. And, you know, he chats her up a little bit, and then Molly just dive in, child. She just said, well, you know what? I'm going to give it a try. You know, I'm going to go ahead. Okay. So she discusses it with Issa and Kelly, because they're there to watch the season finale of Due North, that show they watch all the time together, with Scott Foley and everybody that makes those guest appearances. Regina Hall, I think she was in it. I think they get together and they're talking about it, and Molly says, you know, she's going to give it a chance. She's going to let it go, see where it's going to go. You know, they're like, okay, well, you know, that's what you say when the dick is like, you know what I'm saying, with the dick. We don't know. I don't know if Quinn will be here next season, or if they're going to make it into, well, let me keep going. Molly meets with the partners. So she has her meeting with the partners at her firm. And, you know, they give her all this big speech, but they know that she's interviewing with other firms. They know this and that, the other. But guess what? They're going to give her the Rising Star Award. They're going to put her picture on the website. And these fools pulled out a real life certificate, guys. A certificate with a gold star on it. And this is what they were going to give her. Not a raise, not a partnership, not any of those things. We're going to give you a certificate. And it just blanked out from there, and I was here with it. Periodically, we do Molly's story. We do see people texting her, but we don't know if it's Dro. We don't know if it's Quinn. Sometimes it's made obvious. Sometimes it is not made obvious. Like a guy was in the shower. We just saw shoes. We could assume that it was Quinn, but then again, we don't know if it was Quinn or not. It could have been Dro. And we see her, and sometimes they didn't even show us the text. They just show her smiling. We see Molly in the bed. Guy's in the shower. She wakes up, gets a phone call. Wait, what happened? And then we flash away. So we're back to Issa. She's at her job to service more students. They have students on the weekends coming in, the Hispanic students. So the boss comes in. Basically, Issa tells her, you know, in a nutshell, that the principal was giving them difficulty with servicing the Hispanic students. Her boss is upset because, you know, this could cause a lawsuit. So she was like, you know, Issa, we're going to reevaluate you even being out in the field. So, you know, she's really messing up at the job. Basically, she already don't make no money. Like, why is Issa not looking for a job? Because my thing is, I know that she's a college graduate. So why hasn't she found a job? She needs a job. Okay, another job, in my opinion. But, you know, she did do that, and that was really kind of stupid for her to do. So it was not smart. So Molly, Kelly, and Issa and Tiffany, okay, so they all get together. Tiffany is pregnant. I forgot how we found that out, but we found out that Tiffany is pregnant, okay? So they're watching, all the girls are together, they're watching and she's pregnant, and then they talk about living alone. Issa says she want to live alone, and that's when Kelly was like, girl, you ain't got no money. Girl, how you gonna live alone? You have no money. I'm sorry, girl. I ain't mean to come at you like that. But, you know, when you just get frustrated with your friend, be like, girl, how you people want to live high on the hog, but girl, you ain't got no money, girl. You need money for that. So they convinced her that maybe she needs to sell some of her stuff. And so she decides that she's going to sell some things. So we're back with Issa at work, and Frida gets the promotion. She gets the promotion. I don't think Issa deserved the promotion, to be honest with you, because she could have did better. She should have done better. So Frida's probably the most responsible person out of all of them. So, you know, I'm not mad. Frida got the promotion. Issa congratulates her, and they decide that, you know, want to take her out for a drink, you know. So she says, let's go to Iwood. And she said, I'm sorry, I'm never going to say that again. Like, I love Frida. You know, Frida was getting on my nerves, but, you know, I like Frida. Frida funny. She cute or whatever. At the yard sale, Issa is moving, you know, she's moving in with her brother. Her brother is laying down all the rules about what she ain't gonna do, what she is gonna do. We have our appearances from Thug Yoda. We also, Neighbor Bay also makes an appearance and tells her that, you know, he was using her wallet, so he's gonna be really sad to see her go. Okay, Thug Yoda, I love him forever. And when he walked away and she said, good luck, Thug Yoda, I was like, yes, Thug Yoda, he's all right with me. Okay, I don't care what the people say about him. He's all right with me. The neighbor comes. Neighbor Bay had a girl, and she was walking around looking at thing, and Neighbor Bay Boo was like, you know, how much for the couch? So right then she flashes to the memories she had with the couch, and then we see her calling Lawrence, leaving him a message telling him that she's moving, and, you know, she want him to come and get the rest of his things that he had at the apartment, and to come and pick up the couch because she doesn't need it. Or whatever, she's not going to be there between the hours of whatever. He can pick it up. He don't have to see her. Now she's with her brother. Like I said, he's setting the rules for the house. You know, ain't no man coming in the house unless he's screwing them. Her friends can't use his shower. That was funny to me. Your friends can't use my shower. That was hilarious. He tells her, you know, he's dropping her off to get the last of her stuff. And so when she goes into the apartment, she sees Lawrence, and he's standing right there in the kitchen waiting for her. Oh my God. He says, what happened? You know, she says, you waited for me. He waited for her to come. And he said he didn't want to end things the way that it ended. It just wasn't at the right place. And he feel like he just messing everything up. They talk about how the apartment seems so big now that it's empty. And she says, it's going to make a white couple very happy one day. And that's hilarious because it actually probably is. And they just talk about, you know, I'm sorry. She says, I wish I was strong enough. You know, for us, I could have done better. You know, I wanted you to be strong enough. And, you know, and he says, I'm sorry that, you know, when I didn't meet my expectations for myself, I kind of gave up, and, you know, I should have done better, basically. And so they apologize to each other. They have a real conversation, just like I said last week. Now they can have an actual conversation. They got all the anger out. So, you know, they had a real conversation, and then he leaves. He gets ready to leave. And because they say they still love each other and everything, like, I still really love you. I still really want the best for you. Okay. But you know, I can feel this whole time, like, this is the ending. Like, this is the closure, you know, part. So they get to the door. They open the door. He says, bye, Issa. She says, bye. And then he drops to his knees and he says, I love you. I can't live without you, you know, in my life. I want to marry you. So for 1 second, I was taken in. But once they started the montage of the whole life, the marriage, the you know, the kid, the pregnancy, oh, it was so cute. The cute baby. Oh my gosh, it was everything. Once I saw that whole montage, I knew that it wasn't real, because it's almost like your life flashing before your eyes before you die. It's like that. So it was like the death reel, like their whole relationship, everything that I thought and wished and hoped for our relationship, you know, is about to die right now. So it's over with. So it's flashing before my eyes. And so he said, goodbye, Issa. And she said, and she closed the door. And so that's it, y'all. They broke up. They ain't gonna get back together. I don't even know if we're gonna see Lawrence next season. We might see him in pieces and parts, but, you know, I don't think we're gonna see him like that. Okay, we're not gonna be chronicling his life. I think it's gonna focus to shift more to Issa and maybe her individual Sex and the City type story. But I don't know. I could be wrong. They could be working it to where he'll come back, you know, in a couple of seasons and they'll get back together, you know, some type of way. But to me, it felt like the end. This is it. We're done. You know, that chapter of our lives is over with, you know. So I don't know how you guys felt about it. I feel like something is going to happen with Derek and Tiffany next season. You know, we'll get more into what's going on in their relationship, especially with her being pregnant. I really love Kelly. I hope that she comes back. She's like my favorite character on the whole show. Her ad-libs are everything. Like, I live for her, okay? So I love Kelly. Kelly, hey, Kelly girl. I love you, girl. I really enjoyed the show, y'all. It's excellent. I mean, the montage of the baby, them getting married, the whole that just made the show for me. Like I just was here for it. I love the way that it was shot. We also found out, I forgot to tell y'all, we also found out that Molly is still messing with Dro. So some of them text messages was coming from Dro, honey, and her and Dro is still getting on. And I know why. It's exciting. You know, it's different. You know, her whole ideal of what marriage should be and relationships has been shattered by her parents. She already jacked up and don't know what she wants. So it's just like a perfect recipe confusion. She already knows Dro. They have a relationship from childhood. So it's about to be a whole mess. Either she gonna get with Quentin and break his heart, okay, or she's going to, you know, her and Candace and Dro, they either gonna be polyamorous or they ain't. Okay, it's gonna be an issue, but it's not gonna end good for nobody. I can tell you that much. So I want to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my video, and I'll see you guys next season. Peace out.